Hello pool players, just a quick update on a video that I recently published, and it was about locking my rear leg. Some of you may have seen that. I'm going to include that video, by the way, at the end of this video and also in the description so that you guys can check it out if you haven't seen it. But there's an added benefit that I want to talk about that I discovered as I've been working with this locked leg. And what that is something that I was trying to address long ago, and that was the clearance of my grip hand as I would go through the shot, as it would be cleared of my body. Because back in the early days, I was crowding my cue too much. I was too close to it, and my hand would actually hit my pectoral muscle, especially on like a power draw shot where I had to really follow through. I would hit my body. Well, the added benefit that I have discovered here with this locked rear leg, and those of you, just to give you an update, in the old days, I was addressing my cue ball with both knees bent. And what that did is it lowered me closer to my cue. But now, when I lock this leg, and I lock it and step into the shot, my upper body is a little bit higher. And what that does is it gives me more clearance for my hand as I go through. Really cool. And I just noticed it the other night when I was practicing. I thought, you know what, that addressed a problem that I had early on. And I thought I'd do an update so I could share that with you. So, what I've been doing, and I'm going to show you in that video if you haven't seen it, but what I've been doing is I've been locking my rear leg and then stepping into the shot, and that keeps me a little higher up. And I go through. It's just a real good feel. I'm solid because of the rear leg being locked. I have stability in my upper body. I have a little forward lean, so I actually have pressure on my hand, my grip hand, or my bridge hand on the table. It's like a tripod. We've got 3 points. We've got our 2 feet, we've got our hand, and that stabilizes us. So that locked rear leg has really benefited me. And I hope some of you that are doing that, you could attest to that as well. I will say this, I'm 5'9", so I'm a medium height person. It works really well for me, but if you're a 6'4" person, it may not work as well because you're so tall. And you're going to have, to be locked leg, you're going to be way up in the air, I think. If you're a tall person and you lock your leg, I'd love to hear from you. The only person I've seen on YouTube that is very tall that appears to lock their leg is the shortstop on pool, Bob. And what he does, and I've looked at it closely, he's locked, but he's got his feet really spread apart. And that's to get low, okay? So I think that's just common to taller players. And there again, if you're a taller player, please weigh in and let me know. Also, the stance, the way I look at it, and some of you have mentioned this, that it's kind of like a snooker stance. It is, and it isn't. A snooker stance, I believe, and you guys that are snooker players can, weigh in on this. I think your shoulders are more square to the line of the target. So you're almost like standing looking at it like this when you drop in. Now, with an American stance, if you will, we're a little more sideways. So we have our body shifted more like this. And that is like a combination of a snooker stance. The locked leg, the front one is not for me. I don't lock my front, just my rear. And I'm down on the shot like this. It's kind of like I'm pushing my hip out. And that keeps me real stable. But I'm also tipped a little sideways. So my feet aren't directly in line with the shot line. They're angled slightly. So I look at this as kind of a cross between a snooker stance and the American stance. Let me know what you think about that as well. I just want to do a quick video on this update because I think it's really a cool extra benefit that I found with the locking of the rear leg. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. I'll answer everyone like I always do. Now, the other thing about this, please hit that thumbs up and share this video because it really helps my channel. And if you want to see another great tutorial, watch this one right here. And until next time, like I always say, keep on practicing.